Indirect object pronouns. Here are the indirect object pronouns you need to study and memorize. Me, to me. Te, to you. Le, to him, her, you, it. Nos, to us. Os, to you. Les, to them, you. Indirect object pronoun forms. Notice that the indirect object pronouns are identical in form to the direct object pronouns except for the third person singular and plural forms le and les. Since le and les have several possible meanings, a prepositional phrase a él, a ella, etc. is sometimes added to clarify the meaning of the object pronoun. Le dio el dinero a él. He gave the money to him. Les mandé un cheque a ellos. I sent a check to them. Use of indirect object pronouns. Indirect object pronouns are used to indicate to whom or for whom something is done. Les dio el único cuaderno. He gave the only notebook to them. Mi marido me preparó la comida. My husband prepared a meal for me. You can also use indirect object pronouns to express possession in cases where Spanish does not use possessive adjectives. This is usually the case with parts of the body and articles of personal clothing. Me corta el pelo. She is cutting my hair. Nos limpia los zapatos. He is cleaning our shoes. Indirect object pronouns are also used with verbs such as gustar, encantar, faltar, and parecer. Les encanta la música rap. They love rap music. Me parece interesante. It seems interesting to me. Remember that you need to use the indirect object pronoun in the sentence even if the indirect object noun is also expressed. Le entregué el dinero a Juan. I handed the money to Juan. Les leí el cuento a los niños. I read the story to the children. Mario le da el regalo a Delia. Mario is giving the present to Delia. Position of the indirect object pronoun. Indirect object pronouns follow the same rules for position as direct object pronouns. They generally precede a conjugated form of the verb or are attached to infinitives and present participles. Van a leerte el cuento. They are going to read you the story. Te van a leer el cuento. They are going to read the story to you. Están escribiéndole una carta. They are writing a letter to him. Le están escribiendo una carta. They are writing him a letter. Double object pronouns. Now, let's look at when you can find double object pronouns. When both a direct and indirect object pronoun appear in the same sentence, the indirect object pronoun always precedes the direct object pronoun. Me lo contó. He told it to me. Just like single object pronouns, double object pronouns come before conjugated verbs or they are attached to infinitives and present participles. Va a contármelo. Me lo va a contar. He's going to tell it to me. Está contándomelo. Me lo está contando. He's telling it to me. It is important to note that when two pronouns are attached to an infinitive, a written accent is required on the original stressed syllable. When both pronouns are in the third person, the indirect object pronoun le or les changes to se. This is what it looks like. Le doy el libro. I give him the book. Se lo doy. I give it to him. Les mandé los cheques. I sent them the checks. Se los mandé. I sent them to them. Since se may have several possible meanings, a prepositional phrase is often added for clarification. Se lo dio a usted. He gave it to you. If a reflexive pronoun appears in the sentence with an object pronoun, the reflexive pronoun will come first. Se lo puso. He put it on.